Good morning, everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm really glad that the weather has turned a little bit. Being in Scotland last week and getting absolutely pummeled from my mother-in-law with snowballs was not a particularly pleasant experience. And I have to be really honest, I don't like the cold. But coming into the building recently, the building's been absolutely freezing and it takes such a long time to heat up. Given the choice, I'd rather probably be somewhere much warmer. In fact, give my time over again, I'd probably be much happier in another country where it's nice and warm. When it's cold, fewer people venture out. When it's cold, fewer people get together, and many people can't wait for the kind of warmer weather. I suppose we're on the news recently, the amount of people that are desperate to book holidays in the summer to try and get some sun and to feel a little bit better. It's amazing the way warmth and heat can change things. It was interesting last week being in Scotland, there was about 7 inches of snow. And as the sun came out, so things began to change and the landscape began to change as the snow began to melt. Well, it's been my experience in life that sometimes you can come across people who are cold, people who maybe have quite harsh and hard attitudes, people who are maybe past remarkable about others and who are quick to judge others. And very often cold people don't attract others to them. When I read the New Testament, I actually think that the Pharisees and Sadducees and all those legal people were quite hard people, quite cold towards people around them, looked down on those around them. Sometimes people are cold because things have happened to them in life, and so it's a form of self-protection. They kind of make this vow to themselves that they're never ever going to trust anybody again, they're never going to open up to anybody again, and so they end up living quite a cold and isolated life. And that's the most remarkable thing about Jesus. One of the things about Jesus was the way in which he brought warmth into people's lives. Or for want of a better word, he brought sunshine into people's lives. He stepped in with a warmth and a grace that many people in society hadn't experienced before, and they were absolutely flabbergasted by it. And not only were they flabbergasted by it, but they were attracted to it. That's why people got on so well with Jesus, and Jesus got on so well with the people that others scorned, the lepers and the disabled, the outcasts. There was something about Jesus that just warmed themselves to him. And in many ways that's the challenge for us. Are we prepared to be people who are cold, or people who give off some kind of warmth? Remember when the lady was caught in adultery and brought before Jesus, there was a lot of cold attitudes kicking about of those who felt that she should be stoned, but Jesus comes with a different attitude, a warmth, an attitude that understands, an attitude that doesn't condemn, but also an attitude that says, look, your life can be different. And I guess that's a challenge for all of us this week. When you walk into a room, what kind of temperature do you bring with you? When you find yourself amongst people, what kind of temperature do they find in you? Do they find in you that warmth that's like attractive and welcoming? That warmth that can bring change to maybe some of their coldness, some of their harshness? Or do we find ourselves just protecting ourselves all the time and giving off that vibe of coldness that says, don't come near me, I don't want to know you? Paul once said in Philippians, your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus. And maybe that's just my challenge to us this week as we go about our business, to be a people that would bring that warmth of the gospel to people. That warmth of the message of the gospel, that life can be different. That message of the warmth of the gospel, that hey, we accept you, we love you, we care for you, your life can change. So this week, let's be that warmth. Let's bring that warmth into some of the cold people's lives, into some of the cold people's situations. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who was involved in Love the World Day last week. It was really, really good. Thank you for everybody's contribution. This week we're going to be coming to the conclusion of our series on lessons in the wilderness. So we hope that you'll join us for that. And the Connect notes are there for those who want to look at them. In the meantime, stay safe, stay warm, and as Mark constantly says, we love you. If we can help you with anything, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Have a really good week.